up, YouTube? SupermanRion here, and we are back with another Dragon Ball Super discussion. Today what we're going to be talking about is my review and my overall thoughts of Dragon Ball Super. I believe it was Dragon Ball Super episode 54, but it was titled Inheritor of Saiyan Blood, Trunks' Resolve. And the reason I say I believe it was episode 54 is because I've tried to do this recording 100 fucking times, but my fucking editing software fucked up and deleted all of my fucking videos or wouldn't record them properly, so I couldn't edit them. I finally got them fixed. That's why I've been away for a couple of days. I finally got it fixed, and I want to give you guys my overall thoughts, my overall opinion over this episode, Inheritor of Saiyan Blood, Trunks' Resolve. Now, I'm going to give everybody one spoiler warning. If you have not been keeping up with Dragon Ball Super, if you've not been keeping up with the Dragon Ball Super Trunks, Future Trunks, Black Goku arc, specifically, click off the video. If you're okay with some minor spoilers, because you haven't seen this episode yet, but you plan on seeing this episode, and you're okay with some minor spoilers, stay on the video. If you don't want big spoilers, stay on the video. I will make sure that I give you ample warning. There's a big, huge spoiler coming up. And I'll tell you, fast forward 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 2 minutes. I don't care if I tell you to fast forward 10 minutes. I'll tell you how long I think it's going to take me to get through that big spoiler. I don't believe that there's going to be any big spoilers, and I don't really think that it's going to matter because this video is going to go up so late after this episode came out. This episode came out almost a week ago. But like I said, my fucking software has been fucking up, and that's why I've been away for a couple of days. But let's get started. So the episode starts out, it's pretty mellow. Trunks is doing some visualization training or image training where he's kind of going through the fight with Goku Black in his mind, what it would be like. And I don't really think Trunks has much self-confidence when it comes to beating Goku Black, because every time he does this training in his head, he loses, and he loses very, very quickly and in one hit. So that sucks for him. But he has dinner with Beerus, Whis, Goku, Vegeta, the whole gang. Has dinner with him, and he finds out that Goku's actually fought the God of Destruction, Beerus. And in that moment, Trunks kind of says, well, I guess I don't really need to get stronger. He doesn't say it, he thinks it. But he thinks, I guess I don't really need to get stronger. Goku and Vegeta, they can take out Goku Black. I don't really have to worry about it. At least he's going to be defeated. Vegeta sees this. Sees Trunks thinking this, kind of sees and can tell what's going on. I mean, it is his son. I'm a father myself. So any of you people out there, any of you viewers out there that are fathers or parents, you kind of know what your kids are thinking just by the expression on their face. So Vegeta gets pretty pissed off when he hears this, or when he sees this, and he tells Trunks, hey, come with me, we're going to do some training. So they go off into the woods, and Trunks tells Vegeta, he says, hey, don't hold back on me. I want you to go full power Super Saiyan 3 just like Goku. And Vegeta kind of chuckles at him and just instantly Super Saiyan Blue. Now, I don't really think Trunks knows what to think about Super Saiyan Blue yet, because he can't sense the ki. Now, he says in the episode that he can feel the pressure from being around a Super Saiyan Blue, or being around a Super Saiyan God, whatever you want to call it. He can feel the pressure emanating off of Vegeta in that form. So he knows that it's powerful. But he can't sense the ki. Because Trunks, he doesn't have God ki in him. He's not in the God form. He can't sense God ki. So Vegeta tells him, just like he did with Kid Trunks back in Dragon Ball Z, he tells him, if you can hit me once, you win, and you'll win this reward. He doesn't say what the reward is, but we all know that he's just going to train Trunks. And hopefully unlock his Super Saiyan Blue form, which would be fucking awesome, because I really want Trunks to beat Goku Black. I don't want it to be Goku. I don't want it. Vegeta beating Goku Black wouldn't be too bad, but I really think that Trunks needs to kind of step up and do it himself. So Trunks goes Ascended Super Saiyan, the big buff form that we saw in the Cell arc, and it kind of pisses Vegeta off. And Vegeta even says, why are you using that primitive form still? And it pisses him off, and he charges in for an attack, and instantly, again, Trunks goes out of his Ascended Super Saiyan form and turns into a Super Saiyan 2, dodges his move, dodges his Vegeta's punch, and goes to counterattack. He misses, but Vegeta kind of sees that and says, "Oh, he's just trying to distract me." That's all that was. I think that might have been a little bit of a proud moment for Vegeta. But Vegeta kind of fucks with him pretty fucking bad. I mean, he grabs Trunks by the face, slams him in the ground, says, "Oh, that's 30 points for me," and kicks him away. And he just beats the shit out of Trunks. Now, when Vegeta goes Super Saiyan Blue, Goku's taking a nap, and it wakes him up, and he senses it, and he goes, "Oh, Vegeta and Trunks are training." So, and I don't know why he did this, but he went and got Bulma, and they used instant transmission to go to where Vegeta and Trunks are. And while Vegeta is just beating the shit out of Trunks, Bulma can see it. And at one point, Vegeta finally gives Trunks that finishing blow, knocks him down to where he can't get back up, or at least has trouble getting back up. Knocks him out of his Super Saiyan form, and Bulma runs up to him, "What the fuck are you doing?" Yada, 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 yada. And Trunks gets up and takes this as an advantage because Vegeta tells him, you have to get stronger. We're not going to do this for you. You have to get stronger. What happens when you go into the future and somebody more powerful than Black comes around? What are you going to do then? Are you going to keep coming back to us, making us go back there and take care of your fucking problems? You have to get stronger. And it kind of motivates Trunks. So while Vegeta and Bulma are talking, Trunks headbutts Vegeta, knocks him down to the ground. And it was funny because it pisses Vegeta off, and he kind of has one of those, "What the fuck was that for, you prick?" kind of expressions on his face, and that's kind of what he says. And Trunks tells him, "You told me I only had to hit you once, right, to win?" And Vegeta gets up and he walks off. And that's about all we see of them. Now, we see a lot of Zamasu and Gowasu in this episode as well. It's about 50-50 between the two of them. About 50-50 between the two parties. Now, Gowasu and Zamasu are looking into their orb, their glass ball that they have, a lot like Elder Kai. And they see this planet called Bobari, and it has a new humanoid, a new Ningen species that has just appeared. And they're kind of like Neanderthals, cavemen type. And these two Ningen, these two humanoid beings, these two inhabitants, as soon as they see each other, they instantly go and they fight each other to the death. And Zamasu says, "Why don't we just clean them up? Why don't we just wipe them out right now?" And so Gowasu, he kind of wants to teach Zamasu. So what he does is they go and get the time rings that we saw in the previous episode. And he explains a little bit about the time rings, which I thought was really cool because I had a theory, and I'm going to get to that theory in just a second. So he explains what the 4 green time rings that we saw were and what the silver time ring itself is. Now, my initial theory for that, which I was completely wrong, my initial theory for that was the 4 green time rings were for the 4 Kais. The North Kai, West Kai, South Kai, East Kai. All the Kais for Universe 10. I thought that's what those time rings were for. And I was actually wrong about that. When Gowasu explains what the green time rings are, they're actually, when the history has been changed, a new time ring appears. And he says that, a couple of years ago, some idiot created a new planet, and now that's where this newest green time ring came from. A lot of people are speculating and theorizing that was future Trunks, that when he went back into the past to prevent the Cell Arc, obviously, his timeline and the present timeline are completely different. So a lot of people are theorizing and speculating that that's where that new green time ring came from. I don't personally think that, just for the simple fact that we're talking about Universe 10 right now. We're not talking about Goku and Vegeta's universe. We're talking about Universe 10. It could still mean that, that could be a little bit of an Easter egg in there. I don't really know how all of that works in the Dragon Ball series, in the Dragon Ball world, you know what I mean? But in my own personal opinion, I don't think that's what happened. In my own personal opinion, I think that we're going to find something out later, that somebody else from Universe 10 has created another planet by using the time rings or something of that nature. You know, I don't know for sure. So Gowasu gets these time rings. They go to planet Bavarian, and Gowasu says, "Look, we're going to go 1,000 years into the future, and we're going to see how far this Ningen species, or these Ningen, have evolved. You know, they're not always going to be barbaric. They're not always going to be Neanderthals. They're not always going to want to just kill each other all the time. And we're going to go and we're going to see how they've evolved, how they've progressed in the last 1,000 years, or in the future 1,000 years." But Gowasu also explains that only a Supreme Kai can use a time ring. You have to have the Patora earrings. You have to have at least one of the green Patora earrings, and they don't necessarily have to be green, but that's what color Universe 10's Supreme Kai Patora earrings are. So he gives one of the earrings to Zamasu and says, you know, temporarily I'm going to promote you to Supreme Kai just for this learning experience. And you know, we find out that they are actually Patora earrings. They can actually fuse you, because Gowasu makes a very big point, a very good point of, make sure you put this on this ear. If you don't and you put it on the wrong ear, we're going to fuse and we'll never be able to unfuse. So Zamasu gets temporarily promoted to Supreme Kai. They both go 1,000 years into the future, and they see that this species, this inhabitants of planet Babari, has created a community. You know, they've colonized. There's a couple of them that are living together, and Gowasu points that out as, you know, they're evolving. They're not always going to be killing each other. They're not always going to be the way that they are. You know, they can get better. There's no point in wiping them out now if they're going to get better. And as soon as he says that, two of these inhabitants of planet Babari, they bump shoulders together, and then it's just a free-for-all, and they all kill each other. Or they all fight to the death. At which point in time, Zamasu says to himself, he thinks in his head, you know, this universe, it's never going to be at peace with humans. And again, you know, he's referring to humanoid species, Ningen, mortals. That's what he's referring to. And that's about all we see from that. So we know from that Zamasu, he's not going to give up on this wanting to kill all of humans, all of the Ningen, all of the mortals. He's not going to give up on wanting to wipe all of them out to make the universe a better place, to put the universe at peace. How far that's going to go, I don't know. We're going to have to wait and find out. I do think that that means that he has some sort of connection with Black Goku. What kind of connection, I don't know. I don't. But overall, guys, this episode was really, really good. And actually, as of, you know, like I said, this is being recorded almost a week late. You guys can tell by the day that this is updated, or by the day that this is uploaded. Since then, we've gotten some new leaks on titles and descriptions. So we do know that Zeno, who actually at the very end of this episode called Beerus and Whis and said, "I want to talk to Goku," and that's all we saw from that. But we know now that Zeno wants to talk to Goku. So in the next episode of Dragon Ball Super, Beerus, Whis, and Goku are going to be going to talk to Zeno. About what, I don't know, but I know that there is going to be a new character put into the show. We're gonna meet a new character in the show, and he does look like he's actually from Whis' race. What that means, who he is, and what Zeno wants to talk to Goku about, I have no idea. If you have a theory about it, let me know down in the comment section below. I would love to hear your guys' theories, because right now I have no theory for it. I have absolutely no clue what it could be, what he could be, what he is, who he is, or what Zeno wants. So let me know your theory down in the comment section below if you have one. But overall, guys, like I said, this episode was very, very good. If you haven't seen it yet, for whatever reason, go watch it. I can't put any links or anything to the episode in the description, but just look up Dragon Ball Super, you know, Dragon Ball Super Inheritor of Saiyan Blood Trunks Resolve, Dragon Ball Super, like I said, I believe that it's episode 54. So just look up Dragon Ball Super episode 54 English sub or whatever. Look it up on Google, look it up on YouTube. I'm sure you'll find it somewhere. But I personally, I can't put links to it, guys. I'm sorry about that. But that's it for this review, guys. Like I said, I thought the episode was very, very good. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below, and let me know what your overall thoughts of the episode were and what your theories are for this new character and for what Zeno wants to talk to Goku about. But that's it, guys. This is SupermanRion signing off. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.